Hey guys, welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And today we're going to start a new series called Top RTA Comps and Why They Work. And we're just going to go through G3 compositions for RTA because it is the big hype these days. And I figured what better to show you guys than what the top players are running. So I have 5 fights set up for you guys here that I was fighting throughout the week, and I just wanted to keep kind of like I said, only the ones against the G3 players because that's where you learn the most from. So we're going to start off with this Chinese one here down at the bottom. I don't know exactly how to pronounce his name, but we call him Kitty. It's OO something OO. If you guys know what the name is, go ahead and comment below. But here's how it started out. So he grabbed Bastet first. I went ahead and grabbed Molong and Ganymede, and then he went into Ragdoll Leica. Anytime there's a Leica, I like to put Varad. I feel like it's the best counter to Leica myself personally, so I just go with Varad because it freezes it out. And then I also went with the Veligil pick to kind of counteract the Bastet pick, so that way I'm not getting all those defense breaks and everything else on me. And then I was going to last pick Artemile, which is my kind of ace in the hole. Unfortunately, he picked it from me, and I called him a bitch, slut, sleuth, and all these other names as soon as he picked it. I was really upset, but he picked Artemile and Molly. So from here, we can kind of just go ahead now and pull up the actual fight itself and kind of explain what's going on. So you'll see that I go ahead and ban out the Ragdoll because I feel like Ragdoll is just super OP. I don't really like to go against Ragdoll, but I felt like I can, as long as I grabbed Sierra, which was my last pick, I can bomb out the Artemile and hopefully kill it on the first turn. That was my goal because I know how Artemile works. It sucks, but he's weak to bomb, so I was able to bomb him out. So I was pulling up the Sanctuary by Veligil. I hit the bomb, and then I also reset again with the Sierra to go ahead and boost up its attack bar. Then Molly went ahead and cleansed it, so that gave me enough time to put on a nice shot from the... I'm going to slow this down. This is way too fast. Put on a nice shot from the Molong, and then I knew that Molly again didn't have her cleanse up because she just used it on Artemile, so I went ahead and put the bomb on Molly, so if she were too violent proc or whatever else. And now I knew that my next biggest threat in this match was going to be the Leica. So Leica, I turned my sights onto Leica. I just want to get some damage in on the Molly. So as soon as I took down Leica, though, it was game over. He didn't really have anything else to come back, but I knew that Artemile, Leica was my first decision. If I were to go after the Leica without killing the Artemile first, then I would have been getting stunned, removed, and all this other crap from Artemile. And really, I'm giving away my biggest secret right now in my RTA matches. If you kill Artemile first, it's game over. But everybody seems to go after other monsters first because they know Artemile is super tanky. So the next match we have is against Brainlag. Brainlag is actually one of like a top 10 RTA player. He's super smart. Has a lot of the same monsters that a guy in my guild has by the name of Scat Fetus. So we have Brainlag, and he goes with a Ganymede and Tableau into my Molong pick. So I see the Ganymede, Tableau, and I immediately pick Leo. Leo, I feel, counters Tableau the best because Tableau resets everybody's attack bar down to 0, and at that point it's just on even playing field again with Leo. So that's how I feel. And then also the Artemile pick first because again it counters the Tableau with a Leo at the same time because he's gaining the attack bar compared to the other people. He then goes into a Leica and the whatever the fire stupid thing is, the Fire Harg, and again I put the Varad in because again I feel like it's the best counter to Leica. And then I also bring the Veligil because I want to have a little bit of play against maybe whatever he throws at me next, and also against the Ganymede. So it plays out pretty well against Brainlag. I thought I was gonna be done like right off the bat because I always hear my guild talking about Brainlag. They want him to join Swag so badly, but he's just a really smart player. He plays his monsters really well. So I decided to ban out the Fire Harg because that's the main healing monster from their team. It's super annoying, removes all of my defense breaks and everything else, and it's just super annoying. So he then so we start into it. He's got, you know, his will runes and stuff on. I was able to land a nice stun on the Leica. That's really the main one that I wanted to hit. And then he seals magics me on my Molong, but I'm not really too worried about it because I know that I'm pretty tanky and I should be able to come back here very easily. I know with the Leica stun, that's my best chance to go ahead and knock some of his HP out. So again, I now use the third skill from Rad, gives me more time to knock more of that HP out from Leica. Leica is my first priority, 100% first priority, because I know that nobody else is really going to do a whole lot of damage to me, and I don't really care too much about the Ganymede because none of my skills really have that bad of cooldowns, especially with Artemile and Leo are the ones that are going to be the main players in this game anyway. So I've turned my sights next onto Tableau because I know that if I go after the Wind Panda, it's going to be gaining attack bar and it's not going to be in my best interest to get that Panda, you know, defense breaking my team because then they can start doing damage. So I went ahead and Leo'd the Ganymede just to give myself another shot before the Ganymede was able to go. And I feel like it worked out just fine, but now the Artemile gets a nice revenge on a defense broken Tableau, which takes a good chunk of his HP out. But now I see that, you know, Virad's going down, so I get a little heal from the Artemile. And then I now have to get rid of the Tableau, in my opinion, before the heal comes up, but I was able to remove it with Molong anyway. So now Virad's reset, but again, I don't really care. He's going against 2 wind monsters left over anyway. So Virad already did his job. Virad's job was to counter Leica, and he did it. So that's perfectly fine. Now, switching over to the Ganymede is my next best bet. Again, because I know that once I have just the Wind Panda left over, I should be just fine. I also know that the Ganymede resets my Virad skill instead of resetting again my Molong. So Molong, as long as he keeps his cool, he should be in a good position to now Reckless Assault against the Wind Panda for the win. Took out a nice chunk of his HP, 20,000 HP. Got a clutch stun from my Artemile as well, and it's pretty much game over from there. And that's the fight against Brainlag. So the next G3 fight that I had was against Tidins of House Elegy. And this one was a little bit different. So again, Molong first pick, and then I went into Ganymede, Artemile. I really don't pick Artemile first unless I know that, or unless I don't know that they don't have Artemile, because it sucks now to not get my Artemile. So I picked Artemile into the Wusa Monkey King fight, and then the Fireharg and Water Unicorn pick from Tidins was a really smart decision because it gives it gives him 2 condoms as opposed to 1 from the Wusa, because that Water Unicorn is just, she's a little sloot sometimes, guys. I guarantee you, if you don't know the Water Unicorn, she's super good in RTA, really annoying. And for some reason, I thought that bringing Veladjul was a good option. I still think it was a fine option for Veladjul, but I don't think Ritesh is the right option against this team. Ritesh completely screwed me over. I've never used Ritesh ever in RTA before in my life before I did this game, but I was like, you know what? I think Ritesh is a good option. So I went ahead and did it, but I don't know why. But he put the Leica at the end, and that made me not able to counter it with Virad, so it kind of screwed me over, right? So let's see what happens, though, in this match. I went ahead and banned out, I believe it was I think I banned out the Water Unicorn. Yeah, so I banned out the Water Unicorn. He took away my prized possession, Artemile, because he knows that it's a really nice monster to have. I didn't get the stun on Wusa. Pretty much took all the wind out of my sails from there. And then as soon as he takes out my Molong, it's pretty much game over. So I know that, and I'm hoping that he doesn't know it, though, and he starts going after other monsters. But boom, immediately goes right into Molong, even puts on a Justice from the that other guy over there, that other guy, Leica. And I really should focus on Leica, but with the Monkey King defense broken, I wanted to test the HP. I lost too many rounds against it, though, and I should have gone straight after Leica. The Harg, though, with Leica is a really good option because it offers those little heals, and that's all it really takes to keep Leica in the game. And so I give a little meditate to the Mo Long, but it's just too little too late. He's able to just crush my HP before I can even get a single reckless assault off. I can't even wreck anybody's ass with my reckless assault because he keeps striking it down before I can even get a chance. I was able to land a seal magic though on Wusa, and I think maybe from here I might have a chance to turn this around. Unfortunately, it doesn't turn out that way. I don't get any violent procs from Ritesh. I continue to go after the Wind Monkey King, and I don't know why. I should have gone after the Leica. Leica is probably my main concern, and it should have been my main concern, but the last pick I really didn't have as much to counter it as I really wanted to. Having Ritesh in there, what if fucking don't. I probably won't ever pick Ritesh in an RTA match again unless it's super situational. This is not the situation for Ritesh, guys, because I just don't have enough damage to take out that Wind Monkey King. I've wasted too many turns trying to kill it, and he's been able to take out not just my Mo Long, but also my Ritesh, and by that time there's no way that I'm going to kill those rest of the two monsters. So the next two matches are against Cletus of House Swag, and they are pretty fun. They're just fun matches between, you know, guildmates. These are not ranked. The other three, however, were, but these two with Cletus are not ranked. That's why you can see I don't lose any points between the two matches. So there are a few different matches between these, but I just deleted them out so that way you guys can see the main G3 ones. So going into the fight against Cletus, though, I believe that he didn't have Mo Long. So it allowed me to not pick Mo Long first, and I was able to pick Ganymede first and hopefully take that away from Cletus if he were to have it. And then he went to Sierra Bastet, and again I picked Mo Long next because he's a really strong monster in RTA. And then I went into Veligil to counteract the Sierra and the Bastet, which is a great choice into those two teams, or those two monsters. And then he went Perna and Orion, and I know Orion, I feel like Orion gets hard countered by the Artemile because you're going to be critting a lot and bouncing a lot, but every time you bounce you're getting hit by Artemile, right, if you crit. And I feel like sometimes Orion's crit a lot. And I went ahead and did the Varad again into their team because I knew that I probably was going to let Perna through, and it just gives me a little bit more play against Perna, so I went ahead and did that. So you'll see that I did go ahead and ban the Orion because the Orion was the only monster on Cletus's team that was able to remove the will runes off my team. So every single monster that I bring into RTA generally has will on it because it's super important to have that first little condom up to kind of give yourself a little shield if you're not fast enough. Like if you're not fast enough, make sure you have will because you're probably going to get wrecked. So he goes ahead and bans out my Ganymede, which is a solid choice from him because if I Ganymede is you know, his little occult girl, or if I Ganymede is little Perna, and he's just going to die first turn, right? So already though takes half of my HP out from Mo Long. I was, however, able to land a nice stun off of it and get the Perna down, and then start working away a little bit on the, what's that one's called? I just completely brain farted, but brain lag, right? So the I went ahead and started going after the Sierra so that way I get it low enough so that way I can wreck ass and take it down. I know that she's going to kill herself because she's going to crit, and boom, GG, there goes down the Sierra. And then I start turning my focus on the Perna because I was trying to get rid of that attack powered buff because that thing hurt me really bad, but I did miss the stun on Perna, unfortunately. But now my next threat was not the Perna. I don't really care about Perna. Perna's going to be there, but I needed to get rid of the Annabelle. If this goes into longer rounds, Annabelle is going to be hard to kill with an Artemile and not having, you know, any other monsters besides that, because she's going to be cleansing everybody, defense breaking everybody, and defense breaks are hard against an Artemile for sure. So lands a whole lot of defense breaks and everything on my team, but fortunately Veligil is perfect timing for that, and as soon as that came up, it took the wind out of the sails. There's really not much he can do. He didn't get any violent procs from the Annabelle, unfortunately, because if he did, that could have easily turned the game around if he got a one violent proc from that Annabelle and was able to cleanse his team up, because I didn't have anything to reset her skills. So in the next match, though, I went ahead again. I got first pick, and I did pick Ganymede again. Same thing. He went into Sierra and the Frigate, which I thought was a really strong choice. However, again, same thing, because I know that she's going to be dropping bombs. I got to bring the eligible counter, and then also against the Frigate, the nice stun counter as well. And again, brought Mo along. And then he pops into Samat this time with the Orion pick again. Also picked the Artemal, but then I went into a different situation because I thought that Hathor was going to be a good option because she has the resistance lead, where if I do happen to get my eligible banned, then that gives me an option to resist bombs and resist stuns and resist all this crap that he's going to be trying to put on me throughout the entire fight. So I thought that would be a strong choice. Now, looking at this team, the most dangerous one is probably going to be the, I would say it's either the Orion or the Gemini. I forget exactly which one I banned, but let's find out. I think I banned the Gemini, if I remember correctly, and I think he again banned my Ganymede. So yeah, banned the Gemini. He banned my Ganymede, and then I did go with the resistance leader. But look at that. I don't have Will. I don't have Will on my stupid ass Hathor. No Will on Hathor, and it's game over. The runes on her are also super poor, and I was surprised. No, I wasn't surprised. I was going to say I was surprised that she landed the bomb on Hathor instead of going after the free and clear Mo Long there, but if the Hathor would have gotten off a nice turn 3, it would have been game over. So this makes it last a little bit longer now. Able to get a nice reset from the Frigate. Puts me into my Artemal, which then stuns the Orion just like I planned it to be. Now, Sierra doesn't crit. Neither does Frigate, unfortunately. But I go ahead and take down the Orion because I know that he's going to be the main one that's going to be just wrecking my team. And then I time it perfectly so that way Mo Long goes into wreck gas and then gets re-healed right away by Artemal. So the resistance there was kind of nice because he resisted the defense removal. I go ahead and land the attack onto Samath while I have full will up to avoid any sort of stuns or anything like that from the Samath specifically. He goes ahead and lands a crucial stun on my Veligible, so that way my next turn I can't put again my my immunity up. And then Dragon's Dance. I need to land this on Frigate. Unfortunately, I did not. And then from here, 100% resistance, guys. Stunned. 100% resistance, stunned. That leaves the Frigate into a full speed attack. And she lands, or does not land a bomb. Didn't land a bomb on my Artemal, thank God. But lands a stun again. And I feel like from that position, I could have easily had won if I would have resisted some of the skills like I should have with resistance. Unfortunately, resistance is kind of RNG, and sometimes you can resist everything, and sometimes you can resist nothing no matter what, because he has his Sierra at about 69% accuracy, and his Frigate is even less, and the fact that they stunned both times and landed the bomb as well, it's just super annoying, but easily could have gone either way on that one. It was a really good fight overall, but I hope you guys learned some stuff from these matches. I know it's 5 of them. If you guys think that I should do more in one video or less in one video, just let me know. But I do want to do at least one of these every week, so that way you guys can hopefully get a little bit higher into your RTA as well. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And as always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. What's going on, Soup? It's Claytano. Be sure to subscribe for more content every single day. If you missed yesterday's video, you can check it out here. And if you're in need of some free crystals, you can click on this other link instead. Also, if you want to stay connected with me personally, go ahead and hit me up on any social media platform at Claytano, and I will see you guys tomorrow.